my channel. It is Kyle Bray, and I want to walk you through some momentum hunting and how I teach my team and what I look for. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I always look at the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and of course the move has already happened, but I'm going to go to replay mode. All right, I'm going to go to replay mode. When I'm looking for momentum, this is my ideal setup that I'm looking for. So the first thing that I'm always going to do is I'm going to drop my zones. And I only want 2 zones up usually. That's it. Sometimes there'll be a minor in between if you're like sitting kind of on one. But all I want is 2 zones drawn up. What I want is the zone that price just broke. So when you look left, you can see, well, where did the candle close? Okay, look left. We broke this structure. We're kind of close to this one. However, look how engulfing this candle is. It's so strong. The momentum is bearish. There is no buy orders in this time. So when we look for momentum, when we're hunting the momentum, you look left and I say, okay, where did we break? We broke this structure. Where are we going next? Look left. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw this because that is being in between the zone based off of this whole wick range. But then, of course, where's the next destination? If we're going to keep going, we might even go into this. So now you say, okay, so from here to here, 6 to 10. Let's increase the zone. I don't usually have them that big. But let's just say in this whole wick range, to the bottom of this wick, okay, there is a potential of 10 pips. So there's your scalp, right? There's my scalp. Now I know that we're at least 10 pips to my next zone, okay? This is already a confirm of bearish momentum to the point where you already know that price could be making lower low and lower highs this whole time. So we are going to be making structure. Just by looking at this higher time frame, you should, no matter what, when you're trading, the way that I trade and the way that I've built a team trading plan for my team, our team trading plan is you need to know exactly where price is going within a few seconds. Within a few seconds, you need to say, okay, we're going down. That's it. That's it. You need to be able to confirm trend right now and not even hesitate to think about it. And that's what we do. So without hesitation, going through all the pairs, I saw this. Okay, that's it. I didn't look at any other pair. I was confirmed on this pair. I didn't need to look at any other pair because I'm so set on this pair right now because of the confirm that I don't need to distract myself with all the other pairs. Because there's so many opportunities every single day, you don't need to catch them all. You just need to catch the right one. That's it. So now we're confirmed. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys, it's going to sound a little funny, but close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to really engage into this YouTube video. Now, by the time I count to 3, you're going to have your eyes closed, and I'm going to tell you to reopen them. The reason why I'm telling you to close your eyes is because I'm going to go into replay mode on the 15-minute, and I want you guys to visualize something without seeing it firsthand. So close your eyes. I'm going to the 15-minute right now. Okay, now I'm going to my replay, and boom, you can open your eyes now. So what's going on? As soon as I'm getting ready to trade, right? I'm getting ready to trade because I trade around the 4-hour time frames, right? So this is how I trade: 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 2 p.m. This is the death trap because it's when the new daily candle opens. So that death trap 1 hour. The first hour spreads are going to go at least 10 pips. So if you're in like a swing and it's, depending on where you entered, just know that by the time 2 p.m. opens, you're going to have a 10 pip increase. So you might need to move your stop loss much higher. So there's a death trap hour. So we got 2 p.m., we got 6 p.m., 10 p.m., 2 a.m., etc. Then the cycle reverses because there's 6 4-hour candles in one trading day. What is this, mom? What did I write mom for? Kidding me? Right, so what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? There's 6 4-hour candles in a trading day. So what does that look like? That means that I'm going to wait every single day. Every 4 hours, I'm going to look for a setup because these bigger time frames make big pushes and they usually come fast. So you get your profits in and out, usually within the first 15 minutes. That's pretty much how all these momentum pushes happen depending on their setup. It's within the first 15 minutes to 1 hour, you're done for the day. So what do we got? We got the highest high. And then what? Price now broke structure. We broke these structures, okay? So now we know that we broke these structures. So when price breaks a structure, when it's continuing into momentum, it's going to go and retest those structures. So now we have a lower high. This is a lower low. Okay? We broke structure. We broke the structure. We retested this structure. Okay? Now what's going to happen? We broke the structure again. Now we've broken structure again. I'm going to hit play because I need another candle. Because this is at 9:30. So now 9:45 is going to open. Right? Okay. What do we got? I went too fast. What do we got? Another lower high right before 10 a.m. So as you can see, we broke the structure and then we retested the structure. We didn't quite go up as high, but this is textbook. Now we're making a lower high right before the new 4-hour candle opens, and we're already 4-hour time frame bias going bearish. We open up the currency meter on Euro AUD. The Australian dollar was way too strong compared to the Euro all morning. The Euro actually had no strength by the time I was looking at it, and the AUD was full strength. That's giving you confirmation we're going down because the AUD is stronger. So we're going to follow the direction of the trend. So what happens? You sell the lower highs, right? You follow your trading plan. So in our trading plan, we say we're going to trade if you have higher time frame momentum. Did we have higher time frame momentum? Yes, the 4-hour candle engulfed so strong. That was already the momentum, right? What's next? This is a personal thing. Currency meter is in favor of trend. That's just a bonus. The currency meter was in favor of trend. Let's refresh it, see what it's done. Gain a little bit more strength. Still in favor of trend, right? We're in favor of the trend. Now, we're going back to the plan. You have a clear mindset. That's personal. You can identify structure. So structure, when price is making structure, the price moves in waves. If it's going bullish, it's making higher highs and higher lows. If it's going bearish, it's making lower lows and lower highs. And depending on if you're 4-hour confirm or not, it will continue to go in momentum. So what do we know? We know that we're at least 10 pips in the next zone in that range, and that's already the time that I like to close. But then based off those other higher, off those other wick ranges, there's still other potentials for price to go. So that's where we scalp to swing. When you trade around the higher time frames, those higher time frames are usually at very pivotal positions, and you can scalp to swing. So you take all your percentage in the first 10 pips, 5 pips, whatever you want, and then you can swing the rest to the next zones. Just leave stop loss and profit. So we already sell the lower high because now we have the first real pullback by the time the 4-hour candle opens, and we're already confirmed. And what happened? The first 15 minutes, we already took all profit. Now what happens? What's going to happen now? Now we make another lower high. Oops, kind of moving too crazy. Then we make another lower high, and then we drop some more into the next zone. Like, now we went to the next zone. That was the next zone, right? So you're selling that lower high down to those next zones. Total of 17 pips. You're done. I'm done at 10. If you're catching a scalp to swing and you just maybe place your stop loss at 5 pips, then maybe you place it at 10 pips afterwards. So maybe your stop loss is there. Maybe it hasn't hit you yet and you're still in. Well, it doesn't matter even if it hits it because your stop loss is in profit. But what's important is the fact that when you do not have momentum, you do not trade. Here's my little tip. Within 3 seconds, you should be able to identify where the trend is pushing. If you cannot identify within seconds where you're going, then you just don't trade. Because that is the type of confidence you need when scalping and the type of confidence you need when swinging. See, people say, oh, I trade the lower time frames. I trade the lower time frames. I don't need to look at the higher time frames. Well, how are you going to know where you're actually going without understanding how price action moves according to the higher time frames? It's a very inaccurate and very unintelligent statement, and that means that you're a new trader. Because even if you're a scalper, okay, you're scalping, you're in and out. But how do you know when price is pushing right now? Well, that's where the higher time frames come in. Because you cannot stop the higher time frames from moving when momentum is shown. So when we look at the higher time frame here, and we look at that 4-hour time frame, nothing was going to stop this from going down. Maybe we even had a little bit of a pullback, but what we know is that 15-minute already made that little pullback, and so it was ready to go now. And then you look to the wick ranges. There was a wick range here and the wick range here. Those are your next zones. So that's where your TP goes. Okay, I'm at least 10 pips in the next zone, so you close at the next zones. Run stop loss and profit, whatever you guys need to do. But that's just by executing and following the plan. You've plotted out your zones. We plotted out our zones. Right? We had the zones plotted out. So our zones were, we were here, the next zone was here, the next zone was there. Those were our zones. We went to the zone because we were in between zones. Right? This is so big, you got to clearly be able to see which direction momentum is going. If you cannot clearly see which direction momentum is going, don't trade. That's it. That's it. If I go and I look at a bunch of pairs, and I look, we actually did talk about USD JAPY, just because USD JAPY closed so strong right here. So I already anticipated a drop, but I didn't like it as much, no matter what, because I liked what I saw on Euro AUD a lot better. So I focused on that one. You don't need to trade every single pair, every single setup. It doesn't freaking matter. You don't need to catch every single thing. What matters is that you can accurately trade at least one pair at a time. Because if it's going to give you the same amount of pips, what does it matter? The only thing that matters is how many entries you stack at what lot size, and that's how you took your money. Right? But even on USD JAPY, being higher time frame confirm, we're still, now like we made another lower high here, and then we dropped. And maybe we broke this structure, so maybe we're retesting to really drop. But I didn't like it, so I stayed out. Let's look at some more pairs. Euro USD. Now, some of these pairs don't move as much at this time. Whoa, Euro USD is going crazy. Let's look at the 4-hour. Boom! Okay. I didn't even look at Euro USD. All I did was see Euro AUD. I didn't look at Euro USD. But some things, so now we look at Euro USD and we say, okay, well, what's going on? Well, yes, we did have a wick to fill after touching the supply zone. But if that wasn't enough confirmation for you, go down to those lower time frames. So what do we have? Oh, okay, Kyle, what do we got? Well, price is making higher highs and higher lows. And this is, look, so there's 945, buy support, whatever. 944, okay, now we broke. Now we made a pullback. Now we broke this structure. So I wouldn't even doubt it if we even come back here before continuing to go into momentum. But here's the thing. Even just from 10 a.m., knowing that you had that 4-hour wick to fill and you buy the support. So if you're making a buy right here, your stop loss is going to be around this range. You want to look beyond the wick ranges of that most recent support. That's where my stop loss is going to go. And you're buying support. Well, look at where your take profit is. Right? Those next zones. Did I already have it drawn up or did I draw it up? I already had it drawn up. But the whole idea is the fact that even on this wick to go fill, going bullish, we had the lower time frame confirmation because the lower time frame confirmation was making higher highs and higher lows. We were making higher highs and higher lows. And so look at this point. So we broke structure. So this is the place that price broke. So what are you looking for? Well, that's where your buys are going to go. And what happened? It came down. Boom. There's your support. Another higher high, higher low. Boom. Higher time frame confirm. You're confirmed on the higher time frame. That is how you execute. Waiting for the higher time frame. So when you look at it from retrospect, you say, okay, I've got the 6 a.m. push, the 10 a.m. push. I've got the 2 p.m. push. I got the 6 p.m. push. Right? 6 p.m. I got the 10 p.m. and I got the 2 a.m. I'm sleeping at that time. So what does that mean? That means every single day you got 6 opportunities for a momentum push. So if you got nothing at 6 a.m. and you look at 5 different pairs, exit, wait until 10 a.m. Just move until the next 4 hours. Wait 4 hours and look at the charts again. Because if you had no clear direction today, let's look at Euro USD this morning and let's see if we had any confirmation of direction. Some things to pay attention to. Okay. Euro USD. Are we in between zones? No. We just tapped the zone. We just tapped the zone. The in-between zones was here. We broke the structure, and then we came down for the zone. And actually, it went up bull first before even dropping. So it was like a big old huge liquidity and fake out. But we just tapped the zone. So obviously, you want to wait. You're not in between the zones anymore because you already touched the zone. When you break the structure and you're in between zones, that's your safest entry. But you're already on the zone. So let's say we waited and we didn't do anything. And all you did was wait 4 hours. By the time you waited 4 hours, now you had clear idea of, oh crap, well maybe we're going to go fill the wick going bullish. Look how strong it is. And then let's see what the lower time frame did. So all you did was wait. Because every single day you have 6 opportunities. 5 for me because I don't trade at 2 a.m. And technically it could even be even less than 5 and it can be even 4 because I don't trade at 2 p.m. And I don't really trade at 10 p.m. So technically for myself, I got 3 opportunities a day. But look at what your odds are. So I got 3 a day. I got 3 a day times 10 pairs. That means every single day I got 30 opportunities. Every single day I have 30 opportunities to catch one successful momentum push. So what does that mean you need? A little bit of the P word that nobody likes. Just by waiting. The lower time frame had confirm. Higher highs and higher lows. We broke the resistance. The resistance now turned support. We broke the point that price broke, we retested. And then we just kept going. That is just from waiting. Let's look for some more. Okay, so just by looking at the CHF Jappy, you can at least see price has been making a ton of higher highs and higher lows. Just even looking at the 4 hour, you can say, well, from 2 a.m. there, I don't know where we're going, Kyle. Me either. Well, we just confirmed that we're going bullish, or then now we had a wick to go fill here too. Now we're gonna continue maybe going into momentum, going bull. So what do you have? You gotta go down to lower time frames. Do we have structure? You can identify structure. You can clearly see which direction momentum is going. Currency maybe is in favor. So let's look at the currency meter. We're on CHF Jappy. So, CHF and Jappy are both kind of strong. So it wasn't like, we're just going up based on currency meter. It's kind of neck and neck. But the structure is there. Because you can see how we're making higher highs and higher lows. And even if you're trading just for the 10 a.m., look, we made a new higher low here. It wasn't clear as much, but we did still go following that momentum. Look, boom. Nothing was 100% clear though on CHF Jappy. It wasn't 100% clear like in between a zone. I like to be in between a zone. This is just following the momentum, following the wave. Now keep in mind, there are certain pairs that are not volatile at certain times of the day. So you don't want to be trading something that doesn't have volatility in that market. AUD Jappy. What do we got? A momentum push. Finish off very strong. Where are we going, up or down? I don't know. But you could have looked at the lower time frame and saw what the structure was. We rejected here. We broke structure. We broke the structure here, right? Look. Price broke. We failed to break here. We haven't broken here yet, right? We haven't broken structure here, but we broke this whole structure. So we broke the structure and we retested the structure. Now we made a new higher low. Now look, right before the new 10 a.m., a new higher high, a new higher low, closed above. Look, we broke this structure finally, and what do? We retested that structure. Boom, boom. Following the structure and the momentum. 18 pips since the 10 o'clock candle open, following the momentum. even in the first 15 minutes, you should already be done. Already 10. Run stop loss and profit, 5 pips, whatever. So now you have a stop loss of 5, and just let it run. Scalp to swing. Not my typical setup. Not really what I'm looking for. But the higher time frame didn't lie, and you had structure. So you can still follow it. It works with any pair, guys. I don't want to go through all the pairs. I don't want the video to be too long. I just want you guys to know, follow your trading plans. Follow the higher time frames. Everything we do is based on the higher time frames. That's why I made a team trading plan. Everybody that's in my group has access to this. We have too much information. Look, 73 gigabytes of information. Just my mentorship fee alone does not even cover what the real price of this is. Just from this alone. I could sell my group and just give you the study material and never help you. And it still is worth what it is. But I don't want you to be stuck in the market. That's why we trade live together. That's why I post these videos. So that people can learn for free. You can learn for free or you can pay to be part of a group. It's the best of both worlds. Either you can pay and participate or you can just study on your own. And then maybe you do make some money and you say, you know what, I want to add value to this group, so now I can afford to even join a group. But we will continue to keep posting this knowledge. We will continue to keep growing. And I want you guys to value the same thing because it's just how the market moves. The market just moves this way. I don't have some guru strategy. I just follow the market. So my trading plan is based off how the market moves. This is not something that was built overnight. This has taken me 2 years to figure out. This has taken me 2 years to build. 2 years to build my trading plan, which is now a team trading plan for all my students. And our strategy in detailed form. Let me just go back to the chart now. But that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. Follow momentum. That was my trade. You guys know how to follow me on my email, which is my Facebook. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's just my name. And then, of course, my Instagram. Keep this up for a second. So that's how you guys know you can get a hold of me there. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one.